Snowboarding workout, essential exercises for snowboarding. The benefits of training for snowboarding. To prevent injury, there are few other sports that you do for a super intensive week, once per year, and then don't do again. Maybe surf holidays. To strengthen and stabilize your joints, knees and ankles especially. To improve your cardiovascular endurance, cruising slowly down the slopes won't put too much stress on your cardiovascular system. To strengthen your muscles, strong muscles enable you to go harder for longer. They help to prevent injury and make you more stable. Exercises for snowboarding. Wide leg squat thrusts. Start in a high plank position with your shoulders directly above your hands. Jump both feet towards your hands, transferring all your weight into your arms. Land with your feet wider than your hands and try to bring your hands off the floor at the same time. Once your feet are on the ground, stand up straight, contracting your glutes. Reverse the movement, driving your feet back to their original position at the same time as bringing your hands back to the floor. Triceps dips. Sit on the edge of a chair, sofa or low bed. Place your hands on the chair next either side of your hips. With your feet placed on the floor out in front of you, raise your butt off the chair and shift your weight forwards slightly. Keeping your feet where they are, slowly lower your butt towards the floor by bend your elbows back behind you. Once your elbows have reached 90°, or your butt has reached the floor, straighten your arms to raise back up to the chair. To make this harder, place your feet as far out in front of you as you can, keeping your legs straight for the duration of the movement. Squat jumps wide to narrow. Start in a narrow squat position with your arms out in front of you. Drive your arms backwards and simultaneously straighten your knees and hips to jump off the floor. Tighten your glutes at the highest point of your jump. As you start to come back down, bring your arms out in front of you and widen your stance so that you land in a sumo squat position. Repeat the above, but this time jump from a wide squat and land in a narrow squat. Plank pushes. Start in a low plank position with your elbows on the floor directly below your shoulders. Shift your weight onto your left arm slightly and replace your right elbow with your right hand. Straighten your right arm and as you do, replace your left elbow with your left hand so that your weight is on your hands and you are in a high plank position. Reverse the movement, leading with your right hand. Once you have completed your set of reps on one side, rest for a few seconds and then repeat all of the above, leading with your left hand. Skaters. Start with your weight on your left leg and your arms in sprinter position, both arms at 90°, left one back behind you, right one in front of you. Push off your left leg and leap sideways, landing on your right leg. At the same time, switch the position of your arms. Try to nail your landing without putting your foot down, then leap back to the left and continue. Side plank with raises. Start on your side with your elbow on the floor directly below your shoulder. Raise your hips off the floor so that your weight is distributed between your elbow and your feet. Once stable in this position, raise your top hip upwards away from the floor and lower it. Repeat 5 to 10 times. Next, raise your top leg away from your bottom leg and lower it down with control. Repeat 5 to 10 times. Finally, come back to your original side plank position and hold it for 10 to 20 seconds. Squats to wall squat hold. Start with your feet around shoulder width apart. Engage your core and keep your chest up. Bend your knees to around 90°, keeping them from coming forward of your toes. Drive your butt backwards if you need to. Straighten your legs, and as you come back up to standing, push your hips forward and squeeze your glutes. On your last rep, remain low and lean your back against the wall and hold for 30 seconds or so. Feel the burn. Keep your back flat on the wall by pulling your belly in, and keep your shoulders back too. Spider-Man crunches. Start in a high plank position with your shoulders directly over your hands. Draw your right knee up towards your left elbow, touching it if possible. Turn your head to look toward the left. Lower your foot back down to its original position, switch sides and repeat. Balance exercises for snowboarding. Single leg sofa squats. Stand with one leg on the edge of your sofa or bed. This may be challenging enough to start with. Once standing on one leg becomes easy, bend your standing leg and lower your free foot so that it gets as close to the floor as possible. Keep your weight into your heel and your core engaged and upright. Then slowly straighten your knee back to standing. Do this 5 to 10 times on one leg, then swap to the other side and repeat. Tiptoe stand with squat. Place your feet flat on the floor in roughly the same position as your snowboarding stance. Raise your heels off the floor so that all your weight is in your toes, then bend your knees. Keep your heels raised initially and your torso upright, then lower your heels to just above the floor. Hold this position for as long as you can, and then a little bit longer. Heel stand with squat. Place your feet flat on the floor in roughly the same position as your snowboarding stance. Raise your toes off the floor so that all your weight is in your heels. Once you feel somewhat balanced, Bend your knees keeping your torso engaged. Hold this position for as long as you can. Single leg clock squats. Start with all your weight on your right leg and ned it slightly. With control, move your left leg back behind you, touching the floor with your toe. Draw your left knee up towards your chest before pointing your foot out to your side. Again, bring your knee to your chest, then point your foot out in front of you. Finally, bring your knee to your chest once more before stepping your left leg behind your right leg and to the right. Repeat the process, then switch legs.